What if I told you the real danger of climate change denial wasn't warming temperatures and rising sea levels? Sure, I care about the Earth, and it's definitely not ideal that we're baking it, driving around in dyno-fueled seven-seaters. But the real danger of climate change denial is the blunt, unapologetic rejection of the scientific method. The method of asking a question, forming a hypothesis, conducting experiments, and then opening up results to criticism from other qualified scientists. Almost every piece of technology you use has its roots in the scientific method. Yet, these same devices are being used today to all caps scream, climate science is a cult bent on the destruction of America, spearheaded by its evil sorcerer, Al Gore. But let me ask you, what's with the cherry-picking climate change science? Those who argue endlessly about climate change don't hesitate for a second to stand outside at the exact time scientists told them to, wearing the exact glasses scientists told them to, in order to watch a solar eclipse. Nor do they refuse to board an airplane because they don't understand the mechanism of wing buoyancy. And they sure as heck aren't walking everywhere because they can't explain an internal combustion engine. And they don't question the life-saving immunizations in the form of Actually, never mind that one. Point is, they mostly choose just this one thing, and they're dug in. That has to do with conspiracy theories and political tribalism, and that's a topic for another day. But suffice it to say, they display a pretty limited interest in science elsewhere. Now, if you want to rip on science, that's fine with me, but just be consistent. Return your cell phone, car, anything that runs on electricity, medicine, in about 30 years of your lifespan. Science has advanced us greatly, but let me shock you here. There's a chance that we're wrong about climate change. No, not that it's happening, but the degree to which humans are contributing. It's possible, not likely, probably less than 5%, but the Earth is complex and our atmosphere is a puzzle. But, and this is the key to the whole thing, the research, the experiments, the data, the peer review from qualified scientists must swing that way in order to prove it. That's the core of the scientific method. And right now, using that method, the best conclusion we have to go on is that humans are a very big part of the problem. Now, people will say, I'm just being skeptical. Isn't that the heart of science? Sure, skeptical review from peers is a crucial part of the process. But that's already been happening, shockingly without your social media involvement, for over 50 years. Deniers will find the 10 or 20 climate scientists who have a contrarian opinion and say, hey, look at this guy. He's a PhD. Take that. I could literally list their names by heart because they use the same ones over and over again. Yet, they're willing to ignore several thousand other scientists with exactly the same credentials who were all aboard the climate change train. That, my friend, is the definition of confirmation bias. You can't Google why climate change is a hoax, click on some dude's WordPress blog, and call that research. That's not how this works. And look, I don't even care what you think we should do about climate change. Maybe you say, whatever, it won't impact me. And even if it could impact my grandchildren, we might blow up the planet first anyhow. Fine. Or maybe I accept the science, but I'm not willing to drive an electric car because it's just not macho enough. I don't love it, but I'm not here to tell you what to do. But don't say the science is junk just because you don't like it in this one instance. Because to stand in the face of all the data we have and just say, nope, I don't buy it, long term, that's more dangerous than climate change itself. Science brought us out of the dark ages. Don't put us back in them.